Hey, we've got some news coming out of Georgia. 8 Republican state senators there have decided to file a complaint against Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis. Their claim is that she's been up to no good by going after Donald Trump and his allies for their actions during the election. The complaint was officially filed on October 1st, which, interestingly enough, is also the day a new law creating a board to oversee the state's prosecutors went into effect. According to the senators, Willis has been selectively choosing cases to push her own political agenda and prioritizing ones that align with her political party's interests. Talk about a heated situation. In addition to that, the complaint is also pointing fingers at Willis for the recent inmate deaths at the Fulton County Jail and the terrible conditions there. They're claiming that her selective prosecution has led to dangerous overcrowding and a backlog of cases in the judicial system. This complaint has been submitted to the newly formed Prosecuting Attorneys Qualification Commission, which was established under Senate Bill 92. This particular law has been quite controversial, as it was passed by the Republican-controlled legislature and signed by Governor Brian Kemp earlier this year. With this law in place, the commission now has the authority to look into prosecutors' conduct and potential misconduct. If they find any wrongdoing, they can impose consequences like public reprimand, censure, suspension, retirement, or even removal from office. Willis, a Democrat who took office in January, has been facing criticism from Republicans for initiating a criminal investigation into Trump and his allies. They are being accused of pressuring Georgia officials, including Kemp and Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, to overturn the state's election results, which showed President Joe Biden as the winner. Back in September, Willis announced that she had indicted Trump and 18 others on charges of racketeering, conspiracy, false statements, and violation of oath of office. The indictment claims that Trump and his allies were involved in a pattern of racketeering activity to interfere with the election administration and undermine public confidence in the electoral process. Willis has defended her investigation, stating that it is a matter of upholding the rule of law and protecting the integrity of Georgia's elections. The law that created the commission has been criticized by Willis as racist and unconstitutional. She believes that it specifically targets prosecutors of color, like herself, and interferes with their independence. The commission is made up of 9 members who have been appointed by various state officials and groups. Currently, they have not responded to the complaint against Willis. Before the commission can issue any decisions, they need to adopt their rules and regulations and have them approved by the Georgia Supreme Court. On the other hand, some Republican lawmakers are looking into alternative options to reprimand Willis. They are considering holding legislative hearings to investigate her use of public resources. Senate Majority Leader Steve Gooch stated that the complaint is only one of the tools they have at their disposal. He added that they will continue their efforts until Willis faces the consequences of her misplaced priorities. However, not all Republicans support these actions to punish Willis. Governor Kemp, who himself faced Trump's wrath for refusing to overturn the election results, has expressed that he doesn't believe Willis has done anything illegal or improper by charging Trump. He has been upfront about this, acknowledging that it may have political motivations, but that doesn't make it illegal. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis, after indicting former President Donald Trump in August, continues to experience threats and racial harassment. During a discussion with Fulton County leaders, Willis revealed that she has been receiving these threats through various channels like phone calls, letters, and texts. Willis got a racist email in July with the subject line, "Fani Willis corrupt, N-word." The email's subject line was, "You are going to fail, you Jim Crow Democrat W.E." Willis requested permission from the Fulton County Board of Commissioners to classify more of her staff as personal workers. In order to boost security, she would be able to boost compensation and recruit more team members as a result. Although they could not reach a formal agreement this week, the Fulton County Board of Commissioners agreed in principle to let Willis select extra personal personnel, as long as she can stay under budget. The commissioners agreed in principle with Willis on Wednesday, though no formal agreement was reached, to let her designate more of her personnel as personal workers, as long as she maintained within her budgetary allotment. The highly publicized case is around the 2020 election investigation in which Trump requested former Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger to assist him in gaining more than 11,000 votes, the number by which he was trailing Joe Biden in Georgia, during a phone call. On January 2, 2021, in a call that was captured on tape, Trump said to Raffensperger, "All I want to accomplish is this. I simply need to secure 11,780 votes, one more than we now have. Since we took the state, Following his indictment with 18 other defendants, Trump is required to abide by a number of restrictions, including refraining from speaking with any other defendants or witnesses in the case, without first seeking legal counsel. He cannot also use social media to intimidate any witnesses. The latter might become problematic for Trump, since he has frequently erred on the side of caution when it comes to intimidating witnesses, prosecutors, and judges on social media and during campaign rallies.